What is up, y'all? This is your boy D, aka JYVENT, and yes, I am finally back. I was out for a little bit because I had a cold or virus, whatever it was that was going around. It had me out for a little bit, so I had to rest and let my body recuperate. But I'm feeling a lot better, but you could probably still hear it in my voice a little bit. But you know what? They ain't gonna stop me. I'm still knock this out for y'all. I got some new news from y'all, so let's go ahead and let's get to it, man. This is news from the block. It's your boy D. Let's go. What we feared and we speculated would happen with AI, guess what? It just happened. A grandmother in her 60s just got mistaken for a crime that she did not even do by AI. Yes, by AI. This is crazy. Man, check this out.
Grandmother from Tennessee spent 6 months in jail because an AI facial recognition mistakenly tied her to a fraud case in North Dakota. And instead of actually investigating this and letting her go, she spent over 108 days in jail. She lost her home, her car, and her dog because she got arrested for something she didn't even do. This basically bankrupted her, and nobody has apologized to her or offered her compensation for this yet. Here's what we know so far. Her name is Angela Lips, and she was babysitting her 4 grandchildren when they took her away at gunpoint. I'm so glad she lawyered up because her lawyer found bank statements saying that she was in Tennessee the entire time. They literally extradited this 50-year-old grandmother to North Dakota because a grainy AI image or surveillance footage said it was her. She has never been to North Dakota before, mind you. Now, charges were eventually dropped in January of 2026, but why did it take 6 months and her in jail for so long for that conclusion to occur? Why was she not innocent until proven guilty? This is just AI telling you random stuff. She is pursuing legal action against the Fargo police because that's what she should do, honestly. I hope she gets a huge lawsuit out of this. The payment is amazing because they basically financially crippled this old lady all because of an AI algorithm. Her and her grandkids are obviously traumatized now. Some people started to GoFundMe for her. That's been doing pretty good so far, but I really hope she wins this lawsuit. This is one of the reasons I really don't like AI.
Yes, they need to go ahead and pay that lady. Her and her grandkids should not have ever had to go through that. But guess who's back in the news, y'all? Rebel Wilson. She got a scandal going on. She's being sued for making false accusations about a director and her production team. Here we go.
So let me get this straight. Rebel Wilson was supposed to be making her directorial debut, but instead she's getting sued by production and a cast member from this film. So this all started because Rebel Wilson made accusations saying that the production team embezzled money and also sexually harassed the cast, specifically the lead actress named Charlotte. And now the lawsuits are coming. The lead actress Charlotte is suing Rebel Wilson because she never made those accusations. And the production team is also suing Rebel Wilson because they're saying she orchestrated a PR smear campaign against them. Like a bad one. Just how bad, you might ask? Attorneys have audio recordings of Rebel Wilson's PR team planning to paint the producer as a trafficker. And while Rebel Wilson has completely denied any involvement in this smear campaign, attorneys also say they have evidence saying that Rebel Wilson was the driving force behind the campaign. There is a lot to absorb here, so I'm just going to follow this story to the best of my ability. I'll keep you updated on all of the new things happening. So if you want to talk about this or you've heard things that I haven't, let's talk about this in the comments.
Let's do that. And I'm going to start off by saying, ain't no Rebel Wilson get down like that. I actually like a lot of her movies that she made. But now that I know that she doing stuff like this, I don't think I'll be watching anything else coming out from her. But what we got coming up next, the federal government is saying they are going to start diluting our gas. Yes, we are going to be paying pretty much less for less, I guess. Here we go.
Federal government just confirmed that they are about to start diluting your gasoline this May. So basically, the EPA just announced that starting on May the 1st, gas stations across the country can sell E15 fuel nationwide. If you're somebody that doesn't know what E15 fuel is, it's gasoline that's cut with 15% ethanol instead of just the usual 10. And you literally cannot make this up right now because they are calling it fortifying the domestic fuel supply, which is a really weird way to say that you're just going to be adding more corn juice to people's gas.
EPA EPA has issued emergency waivers for gasoline blends like E15.
Now this is why it actually matters to you, because ethanol has less energy than regular gasoline, so your car gets worse fuel economy on E15. The entire point of this is that you might be saving about 25 cents per gallon at the pump, but you're burning through it faster, so obviously the savings just cancels itself out. But this is the part that genuinely nobody's talking about, because the EPA normally bans E15 during the summer because ethanol evaporates faster in heat and creates more smog. They explicitly know this, but they just decided to waive their own rule that they made anyways because gas prices are high right now and people are angry. And if you're somebody that owns an older car, a lawnmower, a boat, or a chainsaw, they're saying to be careful because E15 can mess up those engines. So they're making your gas cheaper by just making it worse. Is that even surprising at this point?
No, I'm not even surprised up to this point with what the government would do. They'll do anything to save their pockets, but hurting our pockets. What about us? What about the American people? Go figure. Next, in this next clip, I'm not really too sure how to explain this here, but bagel head modification, people do some crazy things for some attention.
This is bagel head modification. It originated in Canada and was brought to the Japanese underground scene in 2007, but only the more hardcore took part in it. To accomplish the look, people will drip saline into their foreheads for 2 hours to create a welt. Then a person pushes their thumb into the center to create an indent resembling the look of a bagel. The person may experience a stinging sensation or a headache, which eventually goes away, but so does the modification because this is not permanent. In just 6 to 24 hours, the saline is absorbed by the body and urinated out and the skin returns to normal.
Like I said, I didn't really know how to explain that one to y'all. I think I like the cone heads better. We got our boy Afro Man coming up next to bat. Wow! Our boy Mr. Afro Man, cause I got high, had just won his case against the sheriff department that was suing him for them raiding his house by mistake. Tore his house up, took his money, then tried to steal his money. He made a rap video about it, come to find out, and I guess the sheriffs, some of the sheriffs, they didn't like it. Watch this.
The Adams County Sheriff kicked down my door.
Afro Man went on and wrote 3 songs about the incident. Using the security camera video, he then released a music video that quickly went viral.
Lemon pound cake, he wanna put down his Glock. Lemon pound cake, trending on TikTok.
After Lemon Pound Cake and Will You Help Me Repair My Door, Afro Man made merchandise, saying it was his way of getting justice. But 3 months later, he received a notice the officers involved in that raid were suing him, claiming they had suffered humiliation, ridicule, mental distress, embarrassment, and loss of reputation after the music videos were released. Their claim demanded they should receive the proceeds that Afro Man made using their image.
What's your response to that?
These big tough dudes that laugh when you ask them to help you put your door back on the hinge, it's turned into these little whiny crybabies complaining about my song. My only response to that was a rap song and a t-shirt. I didn't win. America won. America still has freedom of speech. It's still for the people, by the people.
Afro Man becoming emotional there as he says this fight was bigger than him. It was about free speech and what he describes as corruption in this sheriff's department. I spoke to one supporter who came all the way from Dallas. I have more on that and more reaction from the rapper tonight at 11. In Adams County, Jay Shakur, WCPO 9.
Officer Lisa Phillips broke down in court as videos of Afro Man mocking her were played before the jury, turning a disputed police raid into a bitter legal fight over humiliation, privacy, and defamation. Phillips is suing Afro Man after he released multiple songs, videos, and social media posts that allegedly questioned her gender, mocked her appearance, and made repeated insinuations about her sexuality. During the hearing, her attorney played several of those clips in court, and Phillips reportedly began crying on the stand as the content was shown. The lawsuit stems from the 2022 raid on Afro Man's home, when officers searched searched the property on suspicion of kidnapping and drug trafficking. No charges followed, but the raid itself became a major point of controversy. Afroman later claimed officers took cash, disconnected his cameras, and damaged parts of his property, including his gate and door. Instead of letting the incident die, he turned it into content. That is where this case shifts, because what may have started as a musician publicly mocking a police raid has now become a legal question of whether that mockery crossed into defamation and invasion of privacy. Afroman's supporters see it as retaliation against an overreaching raid. Phillips' lawsuit argues it became something much more personal and damaging. Now the court has to decide where protest ends and public humiliation begins.
Don't know.
Randy Walters is the son of a bitch.
He's singing.
Yeah, that's why I broke this wife and got filthy rich.
Oh, snap.
Cheating on me with Mr. Foreman.
But we all know that's not true, correct?
I don't know.
He don't know.
So you're solely being painted in a false light due to Mr. Walters saying he had sex with your wife?
Mr. Walters does have sex with his wife. Mr. Foreman doesn't.
Good catch on that.
Yeah.
So you're claiming that is the defamation statements that he said he had sex with your wife?
Yes.
Okay. And that's painted you in a false light?
It's caused tremendous pain in my life.
I'll get to that. We have to go through false light first. So does it paint you in a false light?
Yes, that my wife is cheating on me with Mr. Foreman.
But we all know that's not true, correct?
I don't know.
Whoa. You don't know?
Wait, you don't know if your wife's cheating on you or not?
You want to go there?
No, I just want to ask that question because you said we don't know.
I've been with that woman since middle school.
I know.
I would hope she wouldn't. But you know what? Once somebody puts it out there for their fun and entertainment, it's out there. And it's a problem.
So it's something we cannot verify the truth of?
Oh. He turning red.
Is it a thing that can be verified, true or false?
Ask your client.
Your Honor, I'm going to ask her directed to direct the witness to answer the question, yes or no, please.
You don't like his answer doesn't mean he didn't answer.
He didn't answer the question. He's told me to ask another person. That is not an answer to the question.
Ask him another question.
Okay.
Really?
That was his answer. You didn't like how it came out, that was his answer. I can't make him say something else. You can ask him another question.
Wow.
And so are you claiming that Mr. Foreman saying he had sex with your wife is a private fact about your life?
Wow.
My family is a private part of my life.
About your wife?
Whoa.
Him having an affair with my wife would definitely be a private part of my life if that was occurring.
This is
I
spicy.
ended up leaving the sheriff's office just because of this, because of being caught on a thief.
Explain to us just a little more about why that was so upsetting that you actually left your job.
Because the sheriff's office, so I'm from Adams County, it's where all my family and friends are from. The sheriff's office was my dream job, my position. I was friends with everybody, and it was where I planned to stay. It's been my career. I dedicated a lot of time, over 10 years, to Adams County. You know, whether it was like calling at 1 o'clock in the morning or working 14 hours, I dedicated a lot of my time to Adams County, and I loved working at the sheriff's office. But it just got to be so much. If you go to a call or take a phone call or you make a traffic stop, something said. You go to Walmart, something said. I stopped going to my kids' games for a little bit because every time I would show up, everybody would be looking at me or something would be said to me. It just spared their embarrassment.
So when did you leave the sheriff's office?
I ended up leaving in October of 2023.
You have, do your kids' friends come to your house and hang out?
They don't anymore.
Did they used to?
They used to have huge slumber parties, especially on their birthdays. They'd have 10 or 11 kids over. And essentially once this started, it stopped. I don't recall the last time my daughters have had a friend over, if they've had one ever since then.
This is messy as hell, bro.
Detective, did you ask Mr. Foreman to take down these posts?
I didn't personally.
Did you, through your attorney?
Yes.
And have they been taken down?
No.
Are they still there?
Yes.
Those are all of my questions. Thank you. Is it true that Mr. Foreman called you a hunchback?
Yes.
And specifically compared you to Quasimodo?
What?
Yes.
The Disney hero?
Oh, hell no! Bro, what is going on?
I'm assuming that's who it is.
Quasimodo from the Disney movie, The Hunchback of Notre Dame?
I've never watched it, so I don't know.
So you would agree that when a person says that someone's a crooked defense attorney, they're not meaning that I'm like a vine, they're meaning that as a opinion, correct?
Correct.
Would you agree that when someone calls you a thief, it might be an opinion of theirs?
Can be, yeah.
Same as if when people say crooked cops, it's just an opinion?
Yeah.
And so is your entire claim for false light that you were called a thief?
Yes.
Got him.
And you would agree that Mr. Foreman is an artist, subject to exaggeration?
I guess so, yeah.
And just for the sake of question, nobody would ever think you're Quasimodo from the book, correct?
I guess. You know, people think different things.
They did. Searching your house gave you the right to do everything.
Under the circumstance that I got freedom of speech, after they run around my house with and kick down my door, I got the right to kick a can in my backyard, use my freedom of speech, turn my bad times into a good time. Yes, I do. And I think I'm a sport for doing so. Because I don't go to their house, kick down their doors, flip them off on their surveillance cameras, then try to play the victim and sue them.
He does say out loud how much money he thinks he took.
$4,390.
Here's a phrase I never thought I'd say. I actually think I have the technical expertise to help to explain an issue in the Afroman lemon pound cake trial. I'm a forensic scientist and a former CSI. If you missed my last video on this trial, go check it out because it's a hilarious situation that's unfolding in an Ohio County courtroom right now. But one of the issues that's going on is this allegation that this officer stole $400 from Afroman. Now, the officer is saying that he has been a victim of defamation because of these false claims. But here's the thing about defamation. It ain't defamation if it's true. I've collected a lot of money in my career, and let me tell you, it's a giant pain in the ass. But anytime I collected money, I always did it on body camera footage. So that was the first thing that I did when I heard about this claim, was to go and look for the body cam footage. So here it is, it's sped up, and you can see that the officer is wearing his body camera and he's counting the money. But there's a really big issue with this body camera footage, which is that you can't really see him counting the money because he's often moving, and so the money is down here out of frame and you can't see what he's doing with his hands. And then when he goes to pick it up, he picks it up in this like crazy order, which doesn't make any sense. Here's what I always did anytime I had money as evidence. I would see the money, I would call for an officer with a body camera. As soon as he came in the room, I would say, turn your body camera on, so that my full body, hands, body, pockets, everything was depicted on his body camera. And then I would count out loud in full view of the body cam so that the camera footage was me, the money, where I was placing it, and I would say, okay, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. And I would put the money in very clean, organized stacks of, $100 or $20 or whatever the increments were. And then at the end, I would pick up all of those stacks and say 100, 200, 300, 400. Okay, I have $4,390. Do you agree? And then the officer would either agree with me or he would say, that's not what I got. And then I would say, shit. And we would count it again. And once we agreed on the count, the money would go into an evidence bag. I would immediately seal it. I would initial across the seal, write the dollar amount across the seal and on the evidence label. And then the officer who witnessed the count would also initial that seal so that there was never any question. That's not what happened here. After he counted this, he took the money downstairs in the kitchen and left it there, and it's not on body camera. So who knows what happened to it after that? According to the search warrant return, they collected $5,031. This $4,390, and then a separate amount of money was also collected, I think, from an office somewhere. Now, when Afroman went to get his money back from the police department because they were not going to seize it, there were no criminal charges being filed, he took the news with him.
Both bags were sealed. He took the news with him?
Not been open since he. So that's the $641.
$641 in one bag, $43.90 in the second bag.
Cash and the numbers didn't add up. The cash seized by officers that day.
Oh my goodness.
$400 short.
On Fox News?
So that makes me think that somebody took that amount specifically.
On
that's
the news?
Not a accidental amount.
That bag that allegedly had $4,390 in it only had $4,000. It's $390 missing. And then the second bag has $10 missing. So you have two bags of money, each missing money. So either this guy can't count or somebody skimmed off the top. The problem is, it's not criminal to be stupid. So if you just can't fucking count, that's why the policy that he didn't follow says that there should be two people present during the count. Two people should count the money. In case one person miscounts, you have somebody else. Miscounts do happen. Usually not two miscounts in a row and usually not by $390, but okay. The irony is not lost on me that the police falsely accused Afroman of kidnapping, drug trafficking, etc., but they're all getting all butthurt because he allegedly falsely accused them of theft, although he actually has more evidence against them than they have against him. Interesting, huh?
Mr. Foreman's song Lemon Pound Cake, did they take that as a literal fact from your observations?
No.
Were they laughing and joking about it?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Are you familiar with the song WAP?
Wow.
I think I've heard
it. No, strike that. I'm going to give you the complete song and then summarize it because I only want to say it once. Are you familiar with the song Wet Ass Pussy?
Yes.
Is that a rap song?
It is.
Has your students played it in class?
Once, and I asked them to please turn it off.
When they were listening to it, did they think that was fact?
No.
So they didn't think that that was depicting anything in real life?
No.
What
so
is
you
going
didn't
on?
have to teach them that wasn't real?
Right. No, I did not.
You've heard the song, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you believe it's a literal interpretation?
No.
Would you agree it's derogatory towards women?
No.
Even though it says nasty things about it?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's the artist's opinion, I guess. That's the way I feel.
Maybe not an opinion you like, but...
Yeah.
So, Ms. Grooms, has Mr. Foreman's posts about Sean or any of the general posts about the Adams County Sheriff's Department as a whole affected your life any at all?
No.
Would you believe it would have affected your life while you were married to Sean?
If it had any effect, I guess that would be the time it would have an effect.
But as his spouse, you would have expected it?
Yes.
And I don't want you to go into too many details, but is it fair to say that Mr. Foreman, the posts about the police department and everything had not a damn thing to do with your relationship between you and Sean? And
No. Cursing in the court?
No, it did not.
So the posts never affected your life, never affected your marriage?
No.
Okay. So any statement to the contrary would be false?
Yes.
Thank you very much. No further questions at this time.
The song that Mr. Osborne asked you about, does that song refer to a specific identifiable person?
I don't think so.
Hey, I really hope y'all enjoyed that one, because I really did. And I like always, I appreciate y'all, because without y'all, there's no me. I can't do this by myself. I'm D, Javi and T. This is Louis from the Block. I'm out, y'all. Peace.